Welcome to the Stylized tutorial. The character and textures I will show you will be down below for downloading, but what we want to go is go from the cycles, the realistic engine in Blender, all the way to Eevee, which is a real time, and it lets us have a more stylized control of our model and does things that cycle can't do. And the first thing we want to do is go to edit, go to preference, type in node wrangler. So this will allow us to have a faster workflow, and the nodes right here is what they're called. It'll let you connect things quicker in a quicker way, and the textures without having to do one by one, so you can do them all at once. I'll show you what that means. But once you have the node wrangler, I already did it before, but you click on new, make sure you click on your model. We have principal BSDF, we have the color. Let me go to material mode. This is the color, right? It can change the color of it. This is the metallic and the roughness of it. And then the normal is like kind of what terms of bumpiness. And for now, that's all you really need to know. So don't worry about the other stuff. I know it's a lot. But we want to go to principal BSDF, shift control T. And I'll give you these materials when you download them. But you click here, click shift, and you'll select all 4 of these. And so right now the texture's on here, and the character's a little stretched because I grabbed the model online and I was playing around with the animations, but don't worry about the stretch. But right now it looks great, but you know, that's not what we want. So shift A, shader to RGB, and now we have shader to RGB, and it just automatically connects. So you just click right here and it'll go like that, but you know, nothing really happened. It's because we need a color ramp. So we go to color ramp. This will determine the color of the scene. So if I move the color like that, it will more black will have control. The left colors have the most control of the scene, or the dark colors. You know, we want that stylized look. So we want to go from linear to constant. And so what that means is constant kind of adds like a more rigid separation look to your colors. So it just adds like a transition. It's like there's no like smoothing. It's just separate colors like that. And that's what allows us to have the stylized look. And you can go ahead and add different colors, like blue, if you want to go for a cool stylized look. And this kind of just goes, you know, there's different ways to do it. It's pretty nice. And if you guys are interested to learn more about the Blender in and outs, I also made a video on just like the different fundamentals, different tools that Blender uses to make a simple scene. So if you want to check that out, definitely give it a look. And just remember, you can add as many as you want. You can add a red. Just remember the right doesn't have as much. Maybe you can add some, doesn't have as much power to it. But if you add, let's say you put white, let's say you move the white. Right now like the white will have most control. So you want to like bring them really close. Black will be like that. Bring it really close like that. Blue, and then white. You're free to do whichever combination you want. But you know, after texturing, we're not done there yet because we have to do the lighting part, and the lighting affects how it looks. So if I were to go to render, I already have some lights right here. So if you go click on the light, you can also go to add. Click on light, do point. And so let me just do this one. And go down to the light bulb right here. And you have the power and exposure. So it just determines how strong like the light is. You can make it blue, but you can see here that if we went from material to render, it looks different. So make sure you go into render, because sometimes I forget. And I will go in material and do all that stuff, and it won't be as effective. But if we go right here to render, so you can go to material, the color is not there, but because the lighting is affecting like the lightest color of the scene, the white is obviously going to have more power. And if I were to go to brown, now all of it will be like encompassed by yellow, or brown, you know, or like purple, as well as like you can see right here the base color and the metallic and roughness and normal. They affect how the colors look. So if you're using like a triangle or a square, you're following along with me, it's not going to look as detailed because there's no materials if your shape is just simple. So if I were to take off metallic, just let it load a little bit, roughness, you can see it's less detailed. If you take off normal, the normal should be gone. And then obviously the color, only these will determine the texture. These are basically the textures if you take off the base color. go to normal, And another note you can do is if you get the same color ramp, type in color ramp right here. You can also change the color of that model. You can change the color for this one, so you can make it black and white. You can add it to all of these guys. You can add color ramp. Also, I wanted to show you how it looks in animation. So right now this character is animated. And this guy's running right here. Let me just hide the armatures or the skeletons. You can press M to mute nodes as well, so if you don't like that. If you guys want to practice some lighting stuff, I also on my Gumroad, I have a lighting pack. If you guys want to practice, it's like 4 setups. It's for free if you want to check it out. But if you guys had any questions, just let me know in the comments below. I'll just be tackling more Blender topics as I make more videos on just Blender tutorials here and there. So definitely give me a follow for that. And I'll see you guys on the next one, and have a good one.